Okay, well, now for the moment you've all been waiting for. We are going to do a reading of Jenna Marbles and Julien Solomedia. We are going to look and see what their relationship is really like. I'm expecting the Lovers card upright and the Temperance card reversed because I'm expecting codependence. I love them to death, but they're a little bit codependent. But we'll see. We'll see. We know Julien's in Aries and Jenna's a Virgo. And I got the King of Wands and the Queen of Pentacles. So that's Earth sign versus Fire sign. Uh-oh. Oh, no. Uh-oh. Okay, there it is. There it is. There it is. The Lovers are upright. Okay. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Oh, no. Okay. So the King of Swords is upright. So here's the problem. So the King of Swords is overambition. Okay, and it's a bit of selfish tendencies. Now, I understand that that's sometimes how Julien is, but my King of Wands is reversed. So we know that Julien is an Aries, so that is his significator. But my Page of Swords is reversed as well. And so the Page of Swords here would represent Jenna. And a Page of Swords is like trying to avoid a fight when it's reversed, but not in a Five of Wands reverse way, which we'll get to. It's in a, like, I don't think this is a good opportunity. Basically, here's what I'm going to tell you. They fight a lot, okay? A lot, okay? And we'll talk about that in a little bit as well. But they fight consistently over Julien pushing things that Jenna does not want to do. And, like big things, like even like opportunities for like career and stuff. He's a little bit, I understand he wants to get her out of her comfort zone, but it's a big issue for her. I don't think she's vocal about this, but it is a big issue for her where sometimes I think she feels like he's a bit of a know-it-all. He's not intentionally doing that, but I definitely think that he can be a little bit pushy or aggressive with some of like the things that he thinks she should be doing. And so we need to be a little bit careful because this energy, when it goes sour, becomes opportunistic. So we're not there just yet, but we need to keep an eye on this because this is opportunistic energy if it goes south. So right now it's something they need to work on, and I don't see any issues. If it goes left unchecked, it could potentially spiral into an ego problem. So that is the first thing I will say is that, yeah, I said what I said. Okay. Now the Queen of Pentacles reversed. So that's Jenna again. That's her significator. She's a Virgo, Earth sign. With the Queen of Pentacles reversed, the Devil card is upright and the Judgment card is reversed. So the Queen of Pentacles with the Devil card and the Judgment card. So the Judgment card is about embarrassment and public shaming when it's reversed especially. Okay, and the Devil card is about manipulation, negativity. There is a very, 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 very different side to Jenna. It's kind of funny. Just like Sheen. But there's a very different side to Jenna that for her, she doesn't like to put a spotlight on. And I feel like a lot of the decisions that she makes with her career and her relationship are out of fear. I think she's afraid of what people will say, afraid of what people will think. I don't think she's inauthentic, and I don't think it's like I don't think it's like a huge, terrible thing. I think most of it is psychological. Like, I think that there's a little bit of like a psychological, almost like block for her. Like, you know, where it's almost close to like, not necessarily depression, but close to it, where it's kind of just like, man, I don't know if I really want to do that because that's like a lot of energy and it's like really draining, and like I don't know if I can handle that, or I don't know if I want people to see this because if they see this they'll say that. I think that there's a little bit more going on than we're privileged to towards her sort of like center. Like, I don't think that what she's doing is necessarily what she's saying she's doing it for. Meaning, like, let's say she makes a decision not to do something, or she makes a decision to do something. Those decisions are not made with like money in mind, with like, you know, career in mind, or even with like, you know, whatever in mind. It's made out of fear, which is not good. You know, we don't make fear-based decisions. And so that's my issue with her, is that a lot of them are literally like, I mean, she gets a little bit terrified of like stepping out of her comfort zone. So that's definitely something she needs to work on, and it's going to affect her relationship. Now, I know the first half kind of mimics that, so it makes sense that it mirrors, the two of them mirror each other. But I actually think that some of that resentment can sometimes build and be pushed out into Julien. So I'm a little bit concerned about her potentially holding grudges with that as well towards some of the things that he said. They just need to be careful when they fight, not to say certain things, because sometimes I think that they can go a little bit below the belt, especially her. We need to be a little bit careful about what we say and nitpick and pick apart, especially as a Virgo. Now, the Eight of Wands is reversed. So this is about slow movement. I understand that they move pretty slow compared to everyone else on YouTube. The Five of Wands says that they are 100% trying to avoid a lot of issues. Again, these are more fear-based decisions. But the Three of Cups is an issue for me. So the Three of Cups is about jealousy and comparing herself to other people. So obviously with the Three of Cups, I definitely think that there are other people that are influencing, clearly, especially with their pace. And they are a little bit worried about what everyone's done and them not doing the same things. But I'm actually concerned with the Three of Cups because it tells me that they are dealing with jealousy issues. I don't necessarily know which way it's coming from. But there is a huge jealousy issue. I think this is where the codependence stems from. I think that there's a little bit of, maybe it's coming from Jenna because of the experience she's had in past relationships, but there's some sort of huge jealousy issue when it comes to like security, and like, don't leave me kind of energy. Like, there's definitely something, it's with attachment. There's definitely some sort of jealousy. I don't think it's a specific person. I think it's just like time spent with others. The Empress is upright, and then we see the Five of Swords reversed and the Knight of Swords reversed. So the Empress is about self-love, self-care, commitment here. Obviously, it's usually Jenna that would show up as an Empress. And the Five of Swords says that most of their issues are petty. However, with the Knight of Swords reversed, look, she can be a little bit, let's just say this. If you pissed off Jenna, I think you'd be surprised at how she would handle the reaction. Because it tells me that if she feels wronged, she will find a way to right that wrong in her own way. And I do think that with the Knight of Swords reverse and the Three of Cups upright, I do have a little bit, I mean, I'm just going to say it, Julien makes her jealous on purpose. Julien ignites her. Like, he'll ignite. Like, he'll purposely ignite her, and then you'll find, like, her get triggered and then be a little bit petty back. Like, he ignites that one. That's his button to press. That's his button to press. So, he knows that that's her button, and he presses it, and for her, she just goes, she goes right back. You're looking at tit for tat. You're looking at tit for tat. They have tit for tat. It's like, I do this, then you do that. I do this, then you do that. I'm telling you guys, they fight a lot. it's not surprising considering they do fucking everything together. The Lovers card is upright. They're codependent. I mean, they do love each other, okay, but they are fucking codependent. And High Priest is reversed, which tells me that for them, they have trust issues. Okay, the codependence stems from trust issues. I don't think that they don't trust each other. I just think they literally have trust issues. Like, I trust you, but I also don't trust you. That's what this energy is. Like, I trust you, but I don't trust you because of failures in the past. Seven of Swords reverse. I do think they need to heal a little bit. I actually think that for them, I think that where they're headed in the future is not bad, but not good. It's just we're headed towards the future. It's like one of those things. Now, here's my problem. And this is the last thing I will say because this reading is really kind of all over the place. The Ace of Pentacles is money. The Page of Pentacles is also money, but it's expectations as well, and it's reversed. And the Three of Swords is a breakup. So they need to be careful because the more money that they make, the easier it'll be for them to literally break up. Okay, if they don't establish boundaries when it comes to earning, who earns what, who spends what, who has what, who does what, if they don't set stricter boundaries and separate and put a line between everything that everyone does, they will break up. Like the Three of Swords is no other way to describe that. That's a breakup. Now, I don't see it happening, okay, because I see the Ten of Wands saying, I can handle this, I'm going to put the effort in, but my Knight of Pentacles is reversed, so if they don't follow through with this, that will break them up. That will 100% break them up. And I don't see, so the other thing that I don't see that's a little bit concerning for me is that the energy that we're seeing are all swords, which is more of a verbal fight. I'm not seeing enough wands that in good places for me to be happy with their passionate sort of like romance / sex life. Now, I don't think it's dead, but I don't think that it's at a place that both parties are pleased. So that's another concern for me. I will pull a little bit more. The Aries card. Oh man, Julien doesn't speak his truth. So Jenna kind of dominates this relationship, which doesn't surprise me. The Earth card is a little bit samey, but obviously they're not going anywhere. But the Air card is reversed, which is not speaking up, and the Aries card, that's Julien. He's afraid to say certain things. The Uranus card is reversed. He's afraid to throw a curveball in it, and he's afraid to expose his feelings. The Moon reverse, afraid to like just express himself. The Venus card is upright. Excuse me. So their love is real and it's strong, but Julien's not expressing everything out of fear of her reaction, and she's not doing things out of fear of other people's reaction. So I said what I said.